So I've done a little bit of math. I've flown around Stormwind buying all this stuff that's pretty cheap. We're going to get our last stuff right now. We'll go through the appearances here. So we have, we picked up a wine glass, a little filled wine glass, a tome, some black roses, some normal flowers, more flowers, a black rose, red rose, more flowers, bunch of shields, tons of different shields. Look at all these shields, bunch of them. Bunch of axes. Look at this. Some actually good appearances here on some of these. Some of these look pretty nice. Some one-handed ones. There's a couple more we need to buy, and we're waiting on specific time. Some of the good one-handed swords. Some nice long sword and some stuff. Bought that at some point. Some maces. Targets up ahead. Some two-handed swords. I like this one a little bit. We've got a katana right there. Well, I assume it's like a katana. It's a curved blade. Doesn't mean it's a katana. Some two-handed maces with a bunch of clubs. Got a couple new spears here. Stuff like that. Got some basic boots. Got some basic legs here. Some belts, nothing crazy. Hands, nothing crazy. Wrists, nothing crazy. Bunch of new shirts. I'm wearing this one right now. The stylish black. I like it. Some new chests. Look at that one. Can't see it under the tabard, but it looks pretty nice. No new cloaks. No new shoulders. A couple new helms. Hats. From the normal version. Same with the Bastion at Twilight, apparently. I just bought them with silver, but they're not completed because you can't buy everything, I think. It's kind of a weird situation. I don't know. This should have our last little pets that we need.
My goods are of the highest.
Yep. Buy both of these. Some owls. Boom. Couple owls. Alright. And I did the math. And pretty much, if we exclude all but one item, if we include all but one item, so everything but one item, we're going to need about 10,000 gold. We're at about 2k, we get a cup, a little bit, maybe 100-ish per run. Not too bad. We'd probably hit 10k probably before we hit Exalted with everything, but it would be pretty close. They would be pretty in time. Unfortunately, I'll fly over to it. Anyone who plays Alliance probably knows about this item, but there was a contest a long time ago where they made one faction, the faction that won the contest got a free mount. The other one could buy it, and it costs 100,000. So because of that, we're actually going to need 110,000 gold. So 100,000 gold is going to take forever to farm. Now, for anyone worrying, I should say more specifically, don't worry too much. We still have 60, 70 days of dailies. So I'm going to be farming stocks because it's my best money source. Unless someone has a better money grinding way in Elwyn, if y'all know, let me know. I'll get it done. The only thing I had about the situation is that I am going to have to take, I got to go catch my 15-pound mud snapper, and I have to go mine a bunch more copper because I got to finish blacksmithing, and now I'm also going to have to level engineering. I also have to level leatherworking through light leather. Currently where I'm standing on leatherworking until I get if I get any comments about it, is I'm going to level up through whatever leather I can skin, and then whatever I need for, say, blacksmithing specifically, only blacksmithing. I want to make this clear. Engineering will be treated the same as leatherworking. If it needs light leather, then that's fine. I need to grind it for it. If it needs medium leather, I'm not worrying about it until I can skin medium leather. But for blacksmithing, I will always create the tiers of leather, as long as it's possible. So for blacksmithing, I will need medium leather. So I'll craft the medium leather for blacksmithing here for the sword I can make. But yeah, I have a lot of copper to mine. I still have a ton of fishing to do to get the 15-pound mud snapper. And I gotta finish leather working, which might require me to go skinning somewhere. The only problem I have is that one, I have to go and do that stuff, and I got pet battles still to do. But that's it. Other than that, it's grind gold, which in the meantime, reputations will be finished while grinding the gold, and waiting for the dailies. So that's where you could make the argument, well, go ahead and hit 50 in this time frame, so you could start the heritage armor quest line. But doing all this gold grinding is giving me 0 experience. And I have 14 levels to go. I don't know how hard that is through pet battles or anything. If it's pretty easy, I might just go ahead and do it, because it's only 14 levels. It's not too bad. But, yeah. We're going to be here. I mean, we're going to be here forever, like I said. If it wasn't for the motorcycle, 10,000 gold would be nothing. I probably, like I said, would be finished with the reputations around the same time. Granted, we would still be waiting on the dailies to finish to get cooking maxed out and to get the 100 awards for the achievement and a max cataclysm cooking. So not the worst thing, but yeah, that's where it is. We'll probably grind up to 15, maybe 20,000 gold, and we'll go around and buy everything other than the motorcycle. We might also buy Master Flying. No, we're not 40. Well, we might save up enough gold for Master Flying. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We have a lot to do. Have a good one. Alrighty, here we are, getting ready to hit Exalted with the Pandaren. Boom. There it is. Tushi Pandaren Exalted. That is our second rep done here. Equip our Darnassus Tabard, because that will be that's who we are doing next. We have a long way to go on him, but while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and get some new appearances. So we got this new shield. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I guess it's gold instead of silver. We got this shield. This one is at least quite different than most of the other stuff we have. I don't really like it much, but the battle hammer, just a different form of like a oak maul. New cloak. It's a green fur this time. We have an axe here. It's alright. I kind of like it a little bit. A lot of gems, lockboxes, and patterns you can see. Little oak mallet. Deeper wood. Linked chain cloak. It's very tiny. Battle smasher. Ridge cleaver. Yeah, really bad actually. The Lambent Scale cloak. This could be arguably an upgrade. 6 haste to lose 2 strength, but I'm going to keep the strength. I don't know. I might be wrong on that end. And then we have the willow branch. So that's a little tiny piece of wood for whatever reason. But yeah. So with that, that's a bunch of new appearances. And we're starting on Darnassus rep. We're about at 4k-ish gold. So we're, at like a little under 4% of what we need. So yeah, we still have a long way to go, but each rep, I mean, we're gonna keep going. Have a good one. Alrighty, here we are. We're getting ready to hit Exalted with Darnassus. We got this run will finish us off here. Not my cleanest routing here. I think we'll have to get all the way to our first boss here, Randolph. But just emptied my inventory out a little bit and stuff. Working on getting here. Boom. And then boom. There it is. Exalted with Darnassus. Could have been a little bit more optimal and just went and killed more like thugs and stuff before heading on over. I forgot to grab my Gilneas tabard. Anyway, let's go do that real quick. While we do that, we've got some cloaks here. This cloak, it's alright. The bright cloak, disgusting. Just like the worst yellow that there ever was. There's very few yellow that looks exceptionally good in Warcraft. This battering hammer here. Just another wood mallet. We got a couple different recipes here for actually blacksmithing. We got a couple more I sent over for like every other profession, but we also got specifically some blacksmithing professions finally. So that's nice. Gilnean tabard. Boom. We can sell all this real quick. And another thing, so I wanted to, I'm pretty sure I already asked this in a previous thing, but I wanted to double check or ask again, because with this I'm selling it anyway, so I might as well grab the appearance. But, you know, as you see, all of the little checks with a circle are saying that I've never equipped that item specifically. I've just equipped it an item with the same appearance. So I wanted to double check with you all to see, like, should I get, not need, you know, should I get every item for each appearance? So a great example here, not that, here, I mean this is a pretty good example. This is the cloak I just had. You know, I had the battered cloak and I had the patchwork cloak already. In fact, the patchwork cloak was the first cloak I got in the game. But, you know, I've got now 3, or maybe the battered was. I think the battered was the first cloak. You know, I've got 3 different cloaks as this appearance. There's like 6 or 7 more you saw. So should I, you know, continue to, like, every time I get a cloak, get each appearance? The only reason I ask is because as time goes on, like a better example here would be the Pale Skinner. Where is it? Right here. Pale Skinner. This shares an appearance with one item. It's a Defias. I think it's the Brackwater Cutlass or something. I don't remember. Pretty sure it's the Defias sword that you get from killing, like from the pirates. I'm pretty sure they have a rare drop sword and that it shares the appearance with it. The reason I bring this up, one, it looks exactly the same. The only difference, the only thing you'll see is that I can then right-click this to have it as 2 different items. All the things technically constitutes them as like completely different. But I don't know how each person. I've always looked at it as like an appearance is an appearance. Doesn't really matter to me how many options there are or like where you got it from. But you know, if people want, I'll go ahead and set this as my experience bar now. You know, if people want to see getting each item for like each appearance through each possible item, I mean, we can do that. It's not it's a little extra work, and it just like most of them are through world drops, which aren't required, so you will never see all of them because world drops just don't work like that, you know. I mean, as much as I'm grinding stockades and stuff, I still will not get every world drop possible in the stockades bracket. I mean, you see how long I've maxed 3 reps before, as I've just now started getting some of the blacksmithing pattern world drops, and there's still plenty of patterns I don't have. You know, I just want an opinion on the matter specifically. The best way to look at it is, I think, through Pale Skinner. You know, once I get Dead Mines, I'd have to farm specifically that item as well. Like, I'd have to farm the Dead Mines sword. But you could also look at it the other way, right? In that if we would have somehow got Westfall before Elwyn, that means we would have had to farm. I think I just sent that pattern over. Pretty sure I did. We would have to farm Fedfennel for the Pale Skinner, even after getting the sword out of Dead Mines. So, you know, it adds annoying little things like that. I don't know how much that, you know, how much it matters is really what it comes down to. So it's not a big deal either way. But we're working on our last rep. We're at 6,300 gold. Lot of gold left. Lot of stockades left. I'll be here. Have a good one. Alrighty, just got our final bag upgrade. Gave us 4 more inventory slots. We have all the satchels now. Was also went ahead and bought the Mantle of Darnassus just so we have that cape. We also have a couple other appearances here. We got the Battleforge cape. That's the Mantle of Darnassus. I actually kind of like that one a lot. The Cavalier two-hander. Pretty good sword. Move these over here. Militant sword. I really like this one. It's a little thin. I don't know. It's really good. I like it. We also picked up, let's see, the Buccaneer's orb. Just an offhand, just a little weird orb. And there was one, yeah, right here, the runed copper breastplate pattern. So this is our first world drop pattern for blacksmithing that we learned. It's not good. It doesn't really help us at all, and it's not an appearance, but it is nice to have the recipe for. So we also picked up a couple other recipes here. We got a couple more blacksmithing ones. We got a couple others here and stuff. But we're getting there. We just hit revered with Gilneas, and as you see by our money total there, we're getting close to 10%. So that's what the money is like right now. Close to 10%. So slowly but surely, we're getting there. Haha! I got it! Am I getting killed? No, he's shooting someone else. This mage, like I said, I brought my flowers. I should explain. I got the Noble Garden achievement, the one to put rabbit ears on every race. So you see, people PvP here at Goldshire all the time. So I finally got all the horde races. Doing a little bit of fishing, by the way, as you can see. Still not caught that mud snapper. This is, as you can see, what I got in the bank. We're at 2,200-ish casts. A lot of fish, but this mage appeared like 10 minutes ago on this building and killed someone and then disappeared. I never saw him again. I've searched for him for like 5 minutes and I just went back to fishing. But I waited long enough and he finally showed back up. Thank gosh. Alrighty. So with that we have the Noble Garden achievement, and that means we can actually get rid of these flowers. We can sell them. We don't need them for anything. And with that, we only have 3 achievements. 3 that, we literally can't progress at all for Noble Garden. But, interesting to note, at least. Also, I guess while we're here, I looted 5,000 gold. Where, I'm going to actually loot a ton of gold, so this is going to pop up quite a few more times. And I'm getting decently close to looting 10k. This will happen. Still have a lot of gold to go. I also got, I don't know if I showed this achievement off either, but I picked this up while I was buying appearances in Stormwind. I'm sure you'll have seen that by now. And also, I hit 150. This was actually on Leatherpal because I got it from skinning. Don't worry, I'll be hitting 150 on... I don't actually know if I'll be hitting one... Yeah, I think I'm hitting 160 on blacksmithing before I leave Elwyn. So I'll get this achievement on this character, I'm pretty sure, before I leave here. But yeah, I got it through skinning. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, skinning is going to be one of the easiest to keep up in levels, so it'll probably be one of the highest that I keep up with. But other than that, we're also 1 away from bank slots. I might buy that just to get it, and we'll probably get a shave and haircut. Just knock out a couple of achievements just to get done. Just so we have, some extra stuff. We're working on our daily quests and stuff like that. We're a long way away from that. But I wanted to get that achievement done, and it's finally done. Now I don't have to worry about it. Oh, it feels nice. Have a good one. Alrighty, here we are. We'll be getting our 25 Cooking Awards achievement here. Boom, 25 done. We're working on it. We got 50 and then another one at 100. It was actually 26 because we had a a 2 cooking a word quest today. And that also puts us exactly 30 cooking skill from getting this recipe. So overall, that puts us at like, set about 30, maybe 80-ish dailies for being max cooking. Because 30 will get us to 225. This will get us, say, to 240. So then maybe 60. So maybe 90 cooking skill. And we need 74 cooking awards. But there's a 1 quest that gives 2 awards, 1 quest that gives 2 cooking skill. I don't know. All the math, it's all based on how many times you roll them because they don't follow a set pattern. So, alrighty, here we are. Once we kill Hogger here, we'll be exalted with a Gilneas. Boom. There it is. Exalted with Gilneas. And with that, we are exalted with Stormwind, the Pandaren, Gilneas, and Darnassus. Thus, we have finished all of the reputations that we can actually get in this zone. We are finished with reputations, with rares, the dungeons done. The only things we have left are vendoring, like vendors, buying stuff from them, which is going to require about 110,000 gold. As you can see, we are almost 10% of the way there. And then also we have pet battles to do, and we have what else do we have? Professions. We got to finish up some profession stuff. So yeah, we have a couple other appearances here. We got another one of the appearances that we already have. We already have this cloak, but might as well grab it again. New shield though, scouting buckler. Pretty basic. And then we have forest buckler. Even more basic. We also picked up a green iron boots pattern. So we have another blacksmithing pattern that we'll have at the end of all this. I'm just flying over here to check to see if we have any of the green items that she can spawn. Nope.
Go with honor,
Nope,
friend.
she does not. I guess I could vend her while I'm here.
Greetings.
But one thing I did want to mention, now that we're getting to the point, as you see reputations are done and so on and so on, other than pet battles, the stuff we have left is not very good for footage. Gonna be honest. No one wants to watch me run stockades like 1,100 times, I think is the number I gotta run, somewhere around there. We're sitting at like maybe close to 100 runs or something like that we've done. So we have a lot more runs of stockades to do. No one wants to watch that. I know they don't. I was using the reputations as like checkpoints to be able to show you like progress and stuff, like every now and then. But yeah, this hasn't changed. I'm doing the same thing each time, and that will not change until the very end. So until we actually get close to the gold amount, this is probably the last you see of stockades. I'll still save any new world appearance drops I get, and I'll open them whenever I get some new footage. But at this point, everything like between like profession grinds, I don't think anyone wants to watch me like kill boars for light leather to finish leather working, or to run around Elwyn or fly around Elwyn and mine copper for engineering and blacksmithing. If I'm mistaken about that, and you all do want to see like my routing or whatever I'm doing, I can tell you this: it's nothing complicated for one, and for two, I mean, I'm going to be doing it a lot, but so what I'm going to end up probably doing, like I said, pet battles are actually like pretty good for footage. We'll have, each pet battle can be shown off. We'll do leveling. You know, we got quite a few of them to get. We got to do the dailies every day, and we can. I mean, I don't even know if you need to do the dailies. I can't remember if there's anything in there, but I'll look into that just to double check. And then we got a few tidbits of achievements and stuff that we can get while here. I still have to catch the 15-pound mud snapper for that. So, I mean, there'll be a couple things here and there, but, I mean, we have, from this point, like, at least 70 more days grinding here in Elwynn. Some of it is time-gated with the cooking awards and cooking skill, so we have to wait for those. The gold is effort-based. You know, technically I could grind this gold out in any length of time, so... same with professions, like for engineering, leatherworking, and blacksmithing. They're all effort-based. I can go get all the copper and leather at any point in time. Fishing one is RNG, but also effort-based. You know, it's like, you have to just sit there and fish. I mean, that's what you have to do. So, you know, a lot of the same stuff. A lot of, I have that appearance, yeah. So there's probably going to be a bigger gap between videos. We have it set up, I'm opening the fishing daily bags every 10 days. And we'll have the cooking award achievements like every 20, in the next 25 days, and then 50 days after that. And then we'll have professions as I finish them, as I get each step, they'll be recorded and such. So you'll still get like little bits of footage, and maybe I'll just throw together some like small highlight reels. But yeah, I'm gonna try and figure something out so that it's not like huge swaths of time between videos. But you know, there's just, unfortunately, there's a limit to how much stuff I can show with Elwynn. Now this is something going forward, is that when we get to like zones with raids and world bosses and stuff like that, it is very easy and very possible for us to have completed everything but like a raid mount. You know, they're like a 1 in 100 drop chance for most of them. And if that's the case, if there's literally nothing else in the zone to do other than the raid for the mount, then that is it's gonna be basically, I'll do, the way I have it planned right now is every week, whatever day I decide to do the raid, I'll just record me doing the entire raid talking about something. Because there's nothing else. I mean, that would be, that's what I'll do. I'll log on, do that, and then probably get off, you know? I mean, maybe if, you know, looking forward, depending on where we are, what we've done, you know, I might grind gold in dungeons or something, I don't know. There's some terrifying gold grinds in the future that I know about. I'm really far from them for now, but I mean, if we ever get to them, it's terrifying to think about. But yeah, that's where we are right now for the thing. I'm gonna finish up a couple more runs here, and then I'm gonna be done for today. And I'll be back tomorrow. Hope y'all have a good one.